From the studios at Bossier Parish Community College, this is BPCC News.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Caleb Moore.
And I'm Jordan Ginn. Thank you all for tuning in to BPCC News.
In celebration of Black History Month this February, BPCC will host events to honor and showcase the achievements and milestones of Black Americans. The second of 3 events will be hosted next Thursday, February the 18th at 11:30 a.m. in the lobby of Building A. Centered around the cultural heritage of African American writers, we'll keep you updated when the next events will be held throughout this month.
The Cavalier Express student recruiting team will be selling Valentine's treats all day today in buildings A and F. On-campus delivery will be offered to faculty and staff for only $1 per building. For more information, you can contact Angela Heron at 318-678-6151.
The Student Government Association meetings are held on Thursdays at 3:30 p.m. in Building F, Room 220. Meetings are open to all currently enrolled BPCC students. SGA members are required to attend. For more information on the meetings, you can contact the SGA office at 318-678-6035.
The Baptist Collegiate Ministry, also known as BCM, will hold its regular weekly meeting on Thursdays at 12:30 p.m. in Building F, Room 220. If you have any questions about BCM, you can contact Jamie Droddy via email at jdroddy@gmail.com.
Everyone also needs a midweek refuel, so the Baptist Collegiate Ministry sponsors a weekly worship event held on Thursdays at 7:30 p.m. at the BCM Center at One University Place, which is located on the East King side of the LSUS campus. Any and all BPCC students are welcome to attend. For any additional information, you can contact Jamie Droddy once again by email at jdroddy@gmail.com. And while we are talking about the BCM, for those that would like to know a little more, here's a video on BPCC's Baptist Collegiate Ministry.
Let's take a look.
Man, why?
Okay, I'm Tremaine Russ, and I go to the BCM. It's not necessarily a Baptist. It's sponsored by a Baptist, but it's open to anyone. You don't even have to be a Christian to come. It's a great way to meet students. It's a means to reach out to college kids, bring them in churches that aren't churches, and it's just a good way to share Christ and the love of Christ with people.
We're here on campus every Thursday. From 10 to 1, we'll be hanging out in the quad, having different things available, sometimes food, sometimes just drinks. And then the first Thursday of every month, we have a free lunch that usually starts around noon, and it'll usually be in Building F. And we really just are here on the BPCC campus to serve the students, to help in any way we can. Really, it's just a time of worship, and we also have a time of fellowship at the end, some food usually, and it's just a really good way to kind of connect with students around in the area. And I mean, let's just face it, school's really stressful for everyone, and to be around college students that know what you're going through and that you can kind of talk to and get advice from and different things like that, it's just really helpful. I found for me, even with just my school experience.
Coming up, Terry Hawkins will let us know what kind of weekend weather we can expect.
Stay tuned.
One of my biggest passions in life is animals. That's why I've worked with Morris Animal Foundation for over 40 years. Morris Animal Foundation is a world leader in helping animals live longer, healthier lives. You can too. Just show your support at morrisanimalfoundation.org.
To help cats, dogs, horses, and wildlife live healthier lives, visit morrisanimalfoundation.org, where we are advancing science that will create a healthier tomorrow for animals.
Really? Buzz, what's up, man? You left some leaves burning out here.
Yeah, I just came in just for a second.
Come on, man. If it's too hot to touch, it's too hot to leave. You could torch the whole neighborhood.
It's a good point there, Smokey.
9 out of 10 wildfires are caused by humans.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
It's been more than 5 minutes. No, it hasn't.
Hey, can you two
I
keep
want
it down
it.
for
It's
me?
my turn. No, it isn't.
Please, just keep it down.
I remember days when just driving down the street would give me anxiety. And now, look at me.
Don't get me wrong, I still don't love crowded places. But it's good to get out again.
Noises like that used to make me hit the deck. But now, I can keep going.
Transitioning from the military can be tough. We all have unique experiences, but many veterans are facing similar challenges. Life goes on, but some things are different now. Visit MakeTheConnection.net to watch our stories and learn ways to create the story you want to live. No one can write it for you. Make sure it's a good one. Make the connection.
Hello and welcome back to BPCC Weather. I'm your host today, Terry Hawkins. Now to the surrounding areas for those temperatures. Over here we have 57 in Marshall, down here 66 in Nacogdoches, up here a 54 in Texarkana, and in the middle a 56 in Bow City and Shreveport. Moving over here, we have 55 in Minden, 60 in Ruston, and finally a 66 in Natchitoches. Now let's check the 5-day forecast, see what's coming. Today, no chances of rain, 69 for the high, 40 for the low. Tomorrow, starting off the weekend, no chance of rain again, 58 for the high, 40 for the low. On Sunday, it's going to be a little cloudy with 20% chance with 63 for the high and a 53 for the low. On Monday, right here, 100% chance of rain with 64 for the high and 43 for the low. And Tuesday, no chance of rain again, 71 for the high, 43 for the low. Well, that's all from me. I'm Terry Hawkins. Back to the news desk.
And now it's time for another segment of Today in History with BPCC's own Nathaniel Bollier.
Hi, welcome to Today in History. I'm your host, Nathaniel Bollier, coming at you with some important news and events that happened on this day in February, on February 12th. First up, we have some sad news. On this day, James Cash Penney, founder of JCPenney, died in 1971 at the age of 95. The company closed for business half of this day to honor his memory. Next up, on this day in 1973, the state of Ohio became the first state in the U.S. to switch to the metric system of measurement. The state executed using these measurements on the distance signs like the ones you see every day on the roads. Then on this day in 2004, American toy manufacturing company Mattel announced that their famous Barbie and Ken couple were calling it quits. This obviously shocked consumers because the couple had been going strong since 1961. Lastly, we have this day in 2013 when North Korea had an underground nuclear weapon test. This was this country's third time ever doing so. Now let's move on to some celebrity birthdays. First, we have rapper Gucci Mane, who turns 36 today. Next, you might know this girl from the hit Disney Channel series Wizards of Waverly Place, where she plays Alex's bestie Harper. Let's wish a happy birthday to Jennifer Snow, who turns 23 today. Let's also wish a happy birthday to a charismatic talk show host who turns 60 today, Arsenio Hall. And can I get a refill on birthday wishes to Elle Warner, who turns 26? Well, that's all I have for Today in History. I'm your host, Nathaniel Bollier. Corey and Caleb and Jordan, back to you.
See where the good goes at goodgoes.org.
Good afternoon. I'm your sports anchor, Corey Mayweather. I hope everyone is having a great day, and thank you for watching BPCC Sports News. Our BPCC men's Cavaliers basketball team travel to Texas tomorrow for an away game where they will play conference team, the Navarro College Bulldogs. Our BPCC men's basketball team suffered an 83-69 loss to the Bulldogs already on January 20th. Let's hope our Cavs can do better this time around and get the W. Now, our BPCC baseball team has 2 games tomorrow. First game against St. Louis Community College at 3 p.m. St. Louis was the regional champions last year, while our BPCC Cavaliers record stands at 2-5, getting off to not a bad, but a slow start. Again, our baseball team has 2 games tomorrow. The second one is scheduled for 6 p.m. against Baton Rouge Community College, Both games will be held in Baton Rouge at BRCC campus, so if you want, get out there and support our Bipsy Cavs baseball team. Yesterday, there were a couple college and professional basketball games played, and here are some of the scores, starting off with top 25 college teams. The Indiana Hoosiers beat the University of Iowa 85-78, and the only other top 25 game that was played yesterday was Oregon and California came out way on top, 83-63. And in the NBA, there were only two games, where the Oklahoma City Thunder beat the New Orleans Pelicans 121-95, and the Washington Wizards took on a loss to the Milwaukee Bucks 99-92. And if you don't know, Knicks just recently fired head coach Derek Fisher due to a bad season and may have something to do with his off-court altercations as well with NBA player Matt Barnes. Even more news has came out since then, and it's rumored that Fisher had more than enough friendly relationships with his former player Tim Hardaway Jr.'s girlfriend and also his other former player Cleanthony's earliest woman. It's funny because the president of the Knicks is Derek Fisher's former head coach, Phil Jackson. They supposedly have a close friendship, so I know that must have been hard to do on both ends of the situation. Now Kurt Rambis, also a former Laker, is the head coach in the meantime until the Knicks find someone to take over as official head coach. That's all I have for today's sports. Once again, I'm your sports anchor, Corey Mayweather. Thank you for watching. Caleb and Jordan, back to you.
Thank you all for tuning in to Bipsy News today. I'm Jordan Ginn.
And I'm Caleb Moore. Make sure you guys stay tuned in for a taste of Bipsy coming up next.
That's cool, but if my friends ask where you are, I'm gonna say she went